Buenos dias, good morning, or good afternoon. Today we are going to talk about informal commands. We have already talked about formal commands, but now we're going to talk about informal commands. Now, let's remember the formal commands. When do we use formal commands? Well, we use formal commands when we are in a situation in which it's either a professional situation, we're working, we are with the doctor, we are with a person we really don't know that well. So we're going to use a formal command. Now, how do we conjugate a verb in the formal command? Okay, the only thing we have to do is to conjugate the person usted o ustedes in the subjunctive. For example, correr, corra, beber, beban, no beban, no haga ejercicios. Now, the informal commands o los mandatos informales are used when we are in more informal, familiar situation, when we are with friends, with our family, with people we really know. In those situations, we're going to use informal commands. Now, how do we conjugate or how do we form an informal command? Un mandato informal, afirmativo, affirmative. Okay, we use the third person of the indicative, which is él, ella, okay? And that's it, like baila, corre, bebe, escribe, piensa, pide. All those are examples of informal commands. And remember, we don't have the plural form in the informal command. Now, when the command is in the negative, when we're dealing with mandatos negativos, you're going to use the second person, the tu person, and you're going to conjugate it in the subjunctive, okay? When the mandato is in the affirmative, you're going to use the indicative. When the mandato is in the negative, you're going to use the second person, the tu form, and the subjunctive. Tú no bailes, tú no corras, bebas, o tú no escribas, tú no pienses, tú no pidas. Okay, let's try to sort of compare the formal with the informal commands. Let's pick a verb that is regular, easy. So let's say we are going to use the verb correr. Okay, correr, which is a regular verb. Okay, and I say, well, let's make a command out of correr, a formal command. Okay, in the affirmative. How would you do it? Okay, well, the rule says, okay, you are going to use the third person of the singular, usted, ustedes, and the subjunctive. Okay, so let's try the affirmative command, the affirmative informal command for correr. Corra. Now, if instead of a singular we have plural, ustedes, it would be corran. If it were in a negative, it would be no, no, corra, or no, corran. Okay, easy. Now, what if we want to, instead of a formal command, we want to write an informal command? Okay. Now, what is the rule for the informal command? Now, the rule for the informal command is that if the command is in the affirmative, you are going to use the third person singular to part of the indicative, not the subjunctive, the indicative. Therefore, if I'm going to write an informal command using correr, okay, I would say corre. Okay, corre. And remember, in the informal command, we don't have a plural form. So it's corre. That's the command. Now, if the command is in the negative, okay, so mandato negativo informal, it would be no corras. Why? Because the rule says that you're gonna conjugate the verb in the do form in the subjunctive, okay? In the subjunctive. So here you can see the difference. Okay, you can see the difference. You can see the formal, okay, the formal command, okay, and you can see the informal. Informal. So yes, they are really similar, but also in many ways they are truly different. Okay, they're truly different. So remember that there's a way to do it in the formal, and there's a way to do commands in the informal. Okay, don't forget. Cool.